All right, the next map
Next one is
Verruckt.
Verruckt, yeah.
Alright,
Verruckt was if I can lead off on Verruckt, I would honestly say I like Verruckt because I think it was one of my favorite solo maps because you could essentially train the whole map. The map itself wasn't too big. It had a homey feeling to it, and it wasn't a lot of tight corners. I really think it was a pretty cool map.
Right. I thought a unique thing that they did in Verruckt was the fact that initially, wasn't it 2 people on one side of the map, 2 people on the other side?
Yeah, that was actually very
I actually enjoyed. That was one of the reasons why I enjoyed playing Verruckt with people.
Yeah, it was cool.
Just for that feel.
It was cool.
Now, if I may say something about Verruckt, that's going to be like off topic to a degree, but I really liked the song in Verruckt. Like, the song in Verruckt was amazing.
What was the song in Verruckt? Was that the one, or was that...
The one was
Lullaby of
Shinonuma.
a Dead Man, I believe.
Lullaby of a Dead Man or something like that
was Verruckt,
Verruckt, and it was just so cool to kill zombies for that shit.
I think it was cooler that we had to flush a toilet to
But we're not on
activate.
that map, though.
I know, we're not going to for a while, but, what was I going to say about Verruckt? I like the idea of Verruckt and how it's like, like a,
mental hospital.
Asylum, I like that a lot. I like the 2-person thing.
It was
like
really,
how you can
honestly,
train the whole map.
Attractive map. I think
not
it's attractive.
It's not a bad map by any extent. It's just there's maps that, in my opinion, are better than it. Like, I can't really sit here and say I am like this because of Verruckt. I am like this thing that Verruckt had. There's something I don't like about Verruckt. It's just that there are maps that are better than Verruckt. Is my only problem with it.
Right.
I like Verruckt because it gave a really good feel, like a little bit of horror to it. Just for one, it was an asylum. 2, the fact that literally the small little hidden things in there were like women crying or like babies crying or like drill screws going into somebody's mouth or something like that. I mean, the small little details that they put into it, I think, was really good, and I think
that's the one thing about zombies I miss. I miss they stopped trying to make it creepy and made it more like
the horror
a
factor is
sci-fi
gone.
thing. I miss
the horror factor.
I miss the fact that it was. I miss the fact that it was grotesque, but I digress.
I mean, if you think about it, they put so much little detail in Verruckt from, the frickin' morgue to where there was a blood trail from one of the the body holders out the window. There things like that.
Yeah, so Verruckt wasn't bad by any means.
Verruckt was cool. I'd say that's the best word to describe it. It was cool.
Yeah, but next is Town, which we kind of already went over.
Town was great.
Transit.
To me,
Town was cool.
Transit
If you
is
wanted
the
to get
best.
some friends together, just for like some chill zombies, Town was the place to go.
Yeah.
It is
I
just
played Town
chill.
before I played Transit, though.
Like, you play Town with your friends, that's when you can talk about life, have a serious, fun discussion, and just murk zombies. You don't have to strategize.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know it was like on the bottom of my list, but I really would have preferred Farm over Town.
I'm sorry, no.
Really?
Town was a lot more easy to maneuver than Farm. Farm just had too much to do.
All right.
I like challenging things, and I didn't need it. I don't care if there's a pack-a-punch or not.
I wasn't relying on pack-a-punch. I could take the pack-a-punch.
I enjoy a challenge. Bus station was kind of dumb just for the fact that once you got to a certain point, you can't kill anymore. So it's just like.
To be fair, honestly,
at least there was double tap
Farm
and Farm.
Right? And I went to round 30.
Yeah.
And I actually really liked Farm, as Rob said, the challenge factor. But my whole not having Pack-a-Punch thing on that map is way more valid now than it would have been on, like, World at War maps.
Okay.
Because this is Black Ops 2. Pack-a-Punch is a staple.
I feel like Town is more of a like multiple people play kind of thing, and Farm is more of the solo.
Yeah.
That I would
play
at the same time, though, if I wanted to play a solo map, I would just go to Knock, to be honest. I wouldn't play Farm. I just go straight to Knock.
Well, that's if you're playing on Black Ops 2.
I even play Nuketown solo than those, to be honest.
I'd rather play Nuketown solo, too.
Yeah, I can't play Nuketown with other people because it makes me.
No, that's the thing.
It does add some challenge.
That I think kind of hurts smaller maps like Knock and Nuketown is those are not 4-player maps. You cannot run those maps with 4 people. You cannot do it. It's almost impossible.
Unless you do the grenade camping.
Though it's hilarious to do.
It's hilarious. It's fun to do for like but if you're like legitimately trying to like do it, you can't do it. And that kind of hurts those maps. Because when I think of zombies, I think of 4-player fun, not 2-player or even 3-player. So that's kind of
it's a fun for the whole family ordeal.
Your family of assholes.
I don't have a family to have fun with.
I guess we can say we can move on to ShangriLa now.
Yeah, which I kind of thought should have been a little bit higher. I actually remember really liking ShangriLa.
ShangriLa was
ShangriLa
great.
was beautiful.
ShangriLa was
the only downside to ShangriLa was there wasn't very many open enough spaces for a lot of training.
However, remember this with me, guys. That one waterfall thing that you would go down.
Yeah.
You camp that area, have some spike moors as cover, you get overwhelmed, you go down the waterfall. You run around, murk zombies, get back, rinse and repeat. That kind of training, I miss. I miss that kind of shit. You know, where
basically
you would do runs
hold
like
and
that.
defend. Hold and defend and
hold defend. Yeah, I miss that shit. Like nowadays,
honest,
zombies in the giant, we camp the walk. You know, there is no run. You hold until you die.
I'll be honest with you though. When it comes to ShangriLa though, you can't do that when you have 4 people on that map, because if you do, you're running into somebody's training spot. That map was nice, but it wasn't that big. Because it requires you to run back to the main room, and almost always somebody trained in the main room. If you ran back through there, you would have gotten screwed over.
The thing with ShangriLa
but that's why all 4 people did that strategy.
That's the only thing with ShangriLa. The only time you legitimately play ShangriLa 4 people is for the Easter egg. It's the only time you can really do it.
Alright, and the fact you could do the Easter egg 4 times in one game.
I actually didn't mind the ShangriLa Easter egg. I actually really liked it.
ShangriLa Easter egg was cool.
Let's also bring up the bosses.
Easter eggy.
The fact how ShangriLa had 2 different bosses that would make you change your mechanic in 2 different ways.
Also, technically 3 if you add the monkey.
The monkey. No, fuck those.
The monkey wasn't a boss. It was just a. But honestly, the monkey could be helpful if you knew how to use it. You could get a max ammo out of any perk if you knew how to use a monkey.
You could also get a perk out of a perk bottle.
Yeah, perk bottle.
So it was like really rare. I haven't ever gotten that. But ShangriLa, I'm gonna say this right now, ShangriLa had one of the best wonder weapons ever.
Yeah,
the baby gun.
The baby gun was freaking great.
Baby gun was really cool. I love it.
I'll give you $10 if you can pronounce the whole name without looking.
I can't do it.
JGB91-127, something like that.
Go ahead, Rob. Tell us.
No, I don't fucking know. I just said I'd give you $10.
The only problem I have with Baby Gun, the only problem is that its range would sometimes be weird, because I would shoot it at a horde of zombies, and like the last 2 zombies wouldn't have become babies.
Pack-a-punched or not pack-a-punched?
I never pack-a-punched.
That's why. It is designed to be that way.
Yeah, I think ShangriLa should have been higher, and I also think Call of Dead, which is number 10, should have been higher.
I would have put ShangriLa.
I loved Call of the Dead.
Where are you at number 10?
Yeah, number 10, Call of the Dead.
I honestly enjoyed Call of the Dead just because George Romero was a great boss.
He was.
Guys,
he's what made it challenging.
Yeah,
this man raised his hand.
I did because I remembered my favorite thing about fucking Call of the Dead. When you did the Easter egg and actually completed it, when you killed George Romero, he dropped the Wonder Waffle for you.
Yeah.
That too. But he dropped the Wonder Waffle.
Yeah.
It gave you incentive to do the Easter egg because you had a permanent reward in game for doing it each time.
He's right.
It's the only map that did something like that. And the Easter egg wasn't even hard.
It wasn't. You could do it solo. That was the first Easter egg you could ever do solo.
You could get done 2 rounds if you had box luck.
Yeah, that was the only problem. That's really the only problem with Easter eggs. A lot of them are box weapon dependent.
Yeah, you need a box weapon.
And that can sometimes make the Easter egg go from extremely easy and simple, where you can do it in like a couple rounds, to where you're up in the high rounds and it's getting hard as hell.
Any round that depends on something random.
Yeah, when we did freaking ShangriLa.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess next map.
Does anybody have any complaints with Call of the Dead?
No, actually, none.
My only complaint of Call of the Dead is when I play it with you.
Next map.
Same.
Because Josh, you would piss him off on purpose.
Yes, I love doing that.
Josh, tell us what the next map is.
Next map is Moon.
Actually, real quick.
Right, next map will be Moon.
Before we go, I just want to say the one thing that I didn't like about Call of the Dead was the
still in your audio.
Juggernaut position. One thing I didn't like about it. I know.
Oh yes, that what Stone is saying. That was one of the defects of Call of the Dead.
The Juggernaut
Jug
position.
location.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Jug's location.
I don't even remember where Jug's location was on that map.
It was like under the
broken ship. It was like under the crash ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In that corner.
So you basically had to spend.
Yeah. Okay. I remember now.
All right.
You
so
had
I
to
want to
jump
start
through
on
90% of the doors.
But
just
you have to go
get
through the water, freeze to death, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Now,
But to be honest, if you're going to Moon, you could say the exact same thing because the first problem with Moon was getting jugs.
Here's my question. Why is Moon higher than Call than ShangriLa? Moon is overrated. I do not like Moon at all.
I did enjoy Moon.
I like Moon more than I did Call of the Dead, but probably not more than ShangriLa.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna explain what the best thing about Moon was, okay?
Easter egg.
I'll get the complaints later.
It was different.
It was it was
like,
different.
Like in the same way that ShangriLa and all that shit was like, you know, an originator, so was fucking Moon. Because Moon was different. Moon was different, alright? Now, you know how in Origins, for example, you have the crazy place and the main map?
Yeah.
Moon was the first map that experimented with having two main areas like that.
Two areas, yeah.
Now, to be fair, excluding the fact that, you know, to get Jug, you had to every other, you know, on the teleporter, that was a little...
stupid.
And Pack-a-Punch also.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
There.
However, if you had skill, you could get Juggernog before round 1.
No, but that's also skill and luck.
Well,
sometimes Juggernog would not
if you get in there, you might
but then you could just end the game and restart. So you know, fuck that. But
okay, now if we're talking original maps, it also Moon made it a lot more better because Moon was the first map ever to introduce Mule Kick.
True. Mule Kick was a big thing. And let us talk about this. The fucking hacker, okay? The hacking machine. How the fact that you could make Pack-a-Punched gun ammo cost the Unpack-a-Punch, like, that was awesome.
That you could hack open doors for a smaller price, even though it took forever.
The fact you could respin the box and get your money
like
back.
The hacker was
and give
cool
away
as
guns.
Fuck.
That was the first time you could give away guns.
That was
so you could give guns to your friends. It was cool as shit.
But that's the thing with me and the hacking is that you couldn't have it with the astronaut suit. That was a big deal.
That's what made it.
However, that balanced it. That balanced it,
right?
Though, because if you could hack,
but it was annoying. It was annoying. It was.
It was. But think about hold on. Think about this though. Hacking the door was half the price, right? All right. If you could have the hackers, like let's say a claymore, you could literally buy every door in the map for half price.
That is OP. It's like 100 points.
Yeah, that is OP as fuck. All right. You could get all the points you needed to do everything in the first 5 rounds. That is OP as fuck, and that is why it isn't done that way.
Plus the fact that you can also
the wave gun.
But Sean, also the fact that you could use the hacking device to hack a power-up into a max ammo.
Yes.
I'm just gonna get what I don't like about Moon out right now because I want to say this real quick. I hate the astronaut. I can't stand it. I hate it because I'm running around, right? And I go through the little 2-doorway, right? And if he's around the other side, which 9 times out of 10 he was, I'm screwed. I lose my Jug, I go down, he's puts in a place where all the zombies are. I like that. I don't like how Jug and Speedcola, my 2 main perks, are on a different area of the main area, and I have to go back every other time to get it.
Perk?
Second main one. I always get Speedcola. Always do.
I never
we have to talk about perks in a different video.
Okay, now other than that fact stone, the astronaut was really no trouble.
Yeah, but the thing is,
he wasn't that hard to kill. He wasn't that hard to kill, and he was slow as hell.
Yeah, but if he's going up a stairwell, you can't go up that stairwell. And you gotta sit there and wait for him to move.
To be fair, but there's also a mechanic.
I say about Moon, but keep
going.
Okay, I was gonna say, other thing is the little I run. If I sprint too long, I'll dash forward. That kind of annoys me because sometimes I run right into a zombie and be like, ugh.
Yeah, that's only when you're in the zero gravity areas.
There are some things I like about Moon. Okay, I like the Easter egg for what it's the story.
It's cool.
I love the dome and the training spot. The fact that 4 people can train in the dome with no problem is amazing.
Yeah.
That is great. And that's about it.
Okay. Some couple mechanics we've missed on Moon I really want to cover. With the astronaut, if you kill him, he comes back stronger. Everybody forgets this, but he dies.
I forgot that completely.
But either way, it's not that hard to kill him.
Well, right, but each time you do, he gets harder to kill. So so it's a nuisance. And I see, like, I hated the astronaut. It was a pain in my fucking ass. But now let's bring up the interesting.
I thought the astronaut was pretty funny just for the fact that it took people from your friends list and literally.
Yeah,
that was cool.
killing them was fun.
Yeah,
I like that.
That was cool.
QEDs. QEDs.
QEDs were either a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was like roll of the dice.
Shit, so
I like that. I like
roll of the dice. It was interesting.
They would give you
QEDs
dice.
were interesting. QEDs were cool. QEDs
All right,
were cool.
Dice. They would
about the
reset the map, or they would reset the round. It's
Reset
just
a map. Yep, you're right.
the round.
Reset the round.
The round.
Reset.
Excavators. Excavators.
I was about to say excavators next. Because if you didn't take care of those excavators, they could ruin the dome for you. They could ruin the tunnels for you. The excavators were strong.
The thing of the excavators though is that when you're trying to do Easter egg, it never did the right one or whatever.
It didn't. Right? Yeah.
It didn't.
Never.
But that's just a luck thing. That's troll art being troll art. But
now what about the fact that a simple explosion could ruin an area for you too?
That was annoying as fuck.
That was dumb. That was dumb. That was so dumb.
Honestly, I didn't like that. I didn't really
what
like
areas
about that.
That could ruin the labs and
The main room.
The main room, right? Those were the only two places where you really had to be careful about grenades.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could shoot a freaking rocket launcher at the dome wall and nothing will happen.
Yeah, I love it. The dome, like Stone says, the dome. Now, here is my one gripe about the dome. The jump pads will fuck you.
Yeah, they will.
Yes.
The jump pads.
Yes, they will.
If you don't have flopper,
unless Peachy.
those domes will make you their bitch, and it is really all that.
To be fair though,
unless you had flopper.
PhD flopper was in the dome, so.
Yeah. You're right though. To be fair. But I'm just saying, if you didn't have the money for flopper and you had to escape on the jump pad, the odds be ever in your favor.
Or the fact that you were surrounded by zombies and you would run for a freaking pad, and then you think, yay, I'm on a pad, I'm safe. The pad would cut off right before you got on it.
Yup.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I think we talked about Moon enough. Yeah.
Alright, the next one is
wait.
Reese.
One last honorable mention about Moon. Honorable mention about Moon was, of course, the Gersh device glitch with the astronaut.
Oh my god, yeah, well, let's talk about that and you.
Okay, if you guys do not know what we're talking about, if you throw a Gersh device close enough to the astronaut will start doing the moonwalk backwards, and he will become 10 times faster.
He becomes faster than you, and he will moonwalk to the closest person, and he will immediately grab you and suck your perk away.
And it keeps going.
Yeah, he keeps going. He's freaking the whole time.
Until you kill him. At that point, you have